So next, I'm going to be going to each of the sisters and unlocking their third and fourth hearts. And if their ending is different, and I think it isn't going to be different, I think it's just going to be the same, but just showing the sister, you know, naked and rising into the sky, then I'll show that. Otherwise, assume if you don't see it, it's going to be the same as for Ollie. Then, depending upon how long that takes, possibly this video or the next video, how long the sisters take, will be then the solo ending, and then the bad ending by siding with the brothers. Alright, first, or next, we're going to do Ava. It is agonizing to have my nose itch during this. Now we have unlocked the third heart, and we have to watch her little display here. Oh, what a saucy minx. You know, she's like a cat. Cat with only 2 nipples.
Could it be you've decided that I should ascend to the upper limit? I won't disappoint you.
Is that it? Was that it? Seriously? And she's just gonna lounge around like that? Without saying anything more? Now for the fourth heart, and the chains fall away from her, and now she stands up. Okay. Towering. Oh. Alright. Didn't know she was on a platform.
You set me free, guest. Thank you. Can you guess what kind of life I will give birth to from my color? Have you understood its nature yet? What will it be? A discovery? A carnival? A war? A new kind of man? Or a new faith? Too bad you won't be able to see it. And now, help me ascend.
Because we will die in the process, I think. I don't know. I have to go back, rewatch everything, and
She's silent, like you. She's concentrating, that's why.
and figure out what the hell's going on.
She'll have a lot to say up there, on the surface.
I certainly hope so. Ollie
She's
surely
ready to
didn't.
give birth to the new life. But you're not ready. You must fill yourself with me to the brim.
It looked like instead of to bursting, it was to busting. Alright. What is this? Oh, that's the vampire. I almost did that one. Time to ascend. Hopefully it's different. Ah, yes. Violet and amber.
Our dreams meaning the earth will never dash. When morning murmurs meld in single chorus and silken dawns dissolve before us, the foul scythe will then be burnt to ash. The rippling gray will crush to diamond dust, the aigrettes drowned in the silent ocean, our spirits liberated by devotion. The false sun's glitter will fade at last. We are neither stunned by midday desert splendor, nor do the jewels our wills surrender. No, we are dead for golden coin's sake. And robed in silken moon rays we are dressed. By suns that shine at midnight we are blessed. And at the darkest hour we are awake.
Okay, so it's different. Awesome. But but still so obscure. It's depth through obscurity. You know, it's probably going to be a big relief for her to get free. Oh, her arms are free, but her legs and her nipples are still chained. Oh.
I'm begging you. Give me more. Just a little bit, please.
And now she's free. Oh. Oh, well, good thing she ducked. Why are you still leaning against that?
You set me free, guest. Thank you.
Really doesn't seem like it.
Can you guess what kind of life I will give birth to from my color? Have you understood its nature yet? What will it be? A discovery, a carnival, a war, a new kind of man, or a new faith?
Uh-huh.
Too bad you won't be able to see it. And now, help me ascend.
Starting to think.
She's silent, like you. She's
Come on.
concentrating, that's why. Don't worry.
Every time.
She'll have a lot to say up there on the surface.
They don't, unless the narrator
She's
is
ready
actually
to give
them.
birth to the new life. But you're not ready. You must fill yourself with me to the brim.
Already.
Bursting.
I already have. What are you talking about? I'm not ready. I am completely full. Oh, I am not. Never mind. Ascend, my lovely, ascend. I wonder if... It seemed like Ava's ending seemed like a war. Almost. So what is blue and green gonna be like? And they all just seem to have that shot of, you know, a river, underground river.
We exiles, wanderers, and poets who yearned to be but failed to become, where birds have nests, beasts their lair homes. Our lot is a staff and beggar's hovel. The duty is failed, the promises are broken, the path unwalked, and our doom is nigh. Dreams of such roads drowning in a sigh of songs unsung and poems never spoken. In shards of will, it is so hard to find your own true self, so hard to confine the foolish pride, so hard to enter another's marquee and to beg for bread. Hard for the vanguard soul to render alive that never has been truly dead.
All right. Not as bad looking as having the colors raining down on the apartment building. Okay, now for Uma's third heart. And she is green and silver. Well, emerald and silver. But there's no green chains, just silver chains.
Do you see these clothes? They bind us to our chambers. The color you give us throws off these bonds and reveals hearts.
All right. And now for her fourth heart, and her chains fall away. She kind of looks the most polygonal out of all of them, I think. No hair down there.
You set me free, guest? Thank you. Can you guess what kind of life I will give birth to from my color? Have you understood its nature yet?
Somewhat.
What will it be? A discovery, a carnival, a war, a new kind of men, or a new faith?
Is there like
Too
5
bad
different endings?
You won't be able to see it. And now help me ascend.
That too bad you won't be able to see it part is a little concerning. Now we shall ascend. As Cora stares at me. So, green and silver. I guess it's based on the nature of the colors combined. I forget what green and silver, what their whole thing is. I'm afraid to do spacebar on this part, just in case it skips through the whole thing.
By suns that shine at midnight we are blessed. Keen rays descend through mortared spires. The universe's race is paced with fire. The nebulas, the stars, the voided depths, from Alpha Dog to Vega and to Beta, to Ursa Major and sad Pleiades. They cross the skies as sage deities, creating planets like divine excreta. O dust of worlds, O pure, holy swarm, I measured, checked, adapted, scaled, informed, gave names, drew maps, and specified the order, but starry horror will not let us go. It makes us call to foul, primal woe. When will we know the bliss of Leta's water?
And now Ire's third heart. And she grinds against this tree. Okay.
You should feel good about this gift, guest. What else is there to use your precious lifeblood for?
Not exactly anything elucidating. And now for her fourth heart. And she's gonna further grind on the tree.
You set me free, guest? Thank you. Can you guess what kind of life I will give birth to from my color? Have you understood its nature yet? What will it be? A discovery? A carnival? A war? A new kind of man?
A new kind.
Or a new faith?
Okay,
Too
so
bad you won't be able to see it. And now, help me ascend.
it's gonna be the same with each one of them, isn't it? All right. Let's do that as soon as I have
She's
control
silent.
again. Time to ascend. Up, up into nakedness. Hey, it looks like crimson, but her colors are amber and gold. Let's see what amber and gold makes. You know, once she finally gets up there. Up, up, and away.
Entombed, he is destined to be fey. Yet sun's hot bark is clear to his sight. From sepulchre that arises from midnight, he sees the land. Wheat splayed in the rays. Mules approach. Scythes crop. A flail beats the ear. Rafts drift. Beasts sleep. Flitting birds make nests. And from his shroud's folds, he sees the fest of days and nights that spill into the years. Without joy, without tears and pain, he watches over humans' idle fates with no black thought, without asking Why? Beyond existence, will or any wish in knowing peace unknown to you or I. For to the earth, we are forever banished.
There's that moon with the eye again. Now for Eli's third heart, yes. And she's gonna... Oh, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called, but she's throwing things.
You're really generous and kind and brave. At first, I thought you could only take.
And now for her fourth heart. Now she can throw even more things? I don't know, what is she gonna do? Oh, she's gonna do that.
You set me free, guest. Thank you.
It's always guessed.
Can you guess what kind of life I will give birth to from my color? Have you understood its nature yet? What will it be?
War.
A discovery. A carnival. A war. A new kind of men, or a new faith.
That's kind of weird,
Bad
like
you
carnival.
won't be able to see it. And now, help me ascend.
Yes, we're going to have a carnival. All right, let's ascend. That looks like the same color as amber. Yeah, so silver, luck, crimson, anger. So, war? Most assuredly. Just wish it wasn't so obscure, the endings.
We hold life's transcendent pains apart. We bear grief and disappointment's fire. But the banner, or our sorrow's ire, flutters in the winds of the departed. We hold life's transcendent pains apart. We bear grief and disappointment's fire, but the banner, or our sorrow's ire, flutters in the winds of the departed. Let the biting flames poison our spirit, singing spirits smothered by corpses, like Laocoon tangled in knotted snakes, straining to break free, yet keeping silent. But no bliss will ever change this pain, the dignity of this restraint, the tension, this ecstasy of hopeless prison. For the balm of let is oblivion, we rain a grail of sorrows on the world, we exiles, wanderers and poets.
You know, this one definitely really needs to let go of her torturing herself. And the flames is, amber or gold and violet, when her colors are red and blue. I didn't see any fall away.
I'm no longer indifferent. I care about my fate. I want to go to the surface again.
Again. And now for her fourth heart. I actually kind of started to doze off while filling up her fourth heart, and now she's free and thankfully stepped off the coals. Now she just needs to get her thing off of her neck. It looks very restrictive.
You set me free, guest. Thank you.
Hang on, what's going on?
Can you guess what kind of life I will give birth to from my color?
War?
Have you understood its nature yet? What will it be? A discovery? A carnival? A war? A new kind of man? Or a new faith?
New faith.
Too bad you won't be able to see it. And now, help me ascend.
That was hostile. Ooh, I really like the colors in the background for this one. Crimson and azure. And a bit of purple and pink. Well, what is her thing gonna be? Except for Patriarch narrating what happens.
They're not alive, but neither are they dead. They're deaf to words, and their touch is senseless. They're blunt to smell, and their pain is endless. Their doom, unaltered by any event, is sealed in darkness. But light-giver Phoebus bestows the blind with overwhelming awe in sight of God. And the concealed cave is turned to Christmas den by holy Vortex, the primal night, who bore him in her womb. The offspring sent to her by miser father is carrying her gifts to fateful brother, the one by solar rage who was entombed, who has become the toy of fateless play, who is alive, yet destined to be fey.
Oh, all right. You know, we really need to get her out of this creepy ass house. Oh, look, it looks like she's a ballerina and she's got wings on. The most uncomfortable swimsuit ever. I mean, can you imagine having colors of light just right up in your ass?
Do you know what happens when you fill one of the sisters with color? Don't be afraid. You won't die forever.
Aha! That's what I thought. It kills us. And now her final chains have fallen away, and she's gonna balance on this yoga ball. I think she will bring the discovery of yoga to the world above. Right back to where she was in the beginning, I think.
You set me free, guest? Thank you. Can you guess what kind of life I will give birth to from my color? Have you understood its nature yet? What will it be? A discovery? A carnival? A war? A new kind of man? Or a new faith?
Carnival.
Too bad you won't be able to see it. And now, help me ascend.
And now ascend. You know, if there was two color combinations that I really liked, it's azure and violet. If I had to pick one of them purely on their colors, azure and violet. Just about any with blue. Blue and red look good on this scene. Perhaps anything with green or anything with violet.
Those to earth who are forever hurled cannot enjoy the vastness of the fields, as time's each passing moment yields the dancing shadows of other worlds. The soul sees the flicker far and vague, as on the surface of this ancient regret one tried to read the holy alphabet, but lost the pattern in his own plague. And so he walks the dust of earthly sod, an apostate, a self-forgotten god. In things familiar, he seeks forbidden codes. His flesh, immortal, is shrouded in flames, and to him, even death does simply nod. Him who saw the dreams and knew the names.
Only I could have heard that. Well, I figured out how to initiate an encounter with Echo. Apparently, she'll be like kind of in between two chambers, and as you're passing by her, you click on her. Left click on her, or right click, whichever works. So yeah, it's not possible in the American or European versions to do an ending with Aya.
You're quite godlike, guest. Give me more of your blood, and it will sprout like golden blossoms on the surface.
Only in the Russian version is there an ending for Aya. And now, heart number 4. Getting clawed by a cat here. Very demanding Cora.
You set me free, guest? Thank you. Can you guess what kind of life I will give birth to from my color? Have you understood its nature yet? What will it be? A discovery? A carnival? A war? A new kind of man? Or a new faith?
I don't know, carnival.
Too bad you won't be able to see it. And now, help me ascend.
Time to ascend. Oh, she's got the fan still. Not a surprise for some reason. You know what? Silver and violet looks good together.
Why don't I know the bliss of Leta's waters? Why does my spirit cry into the night? It knows not the taste of burning spite. It pleads not to Satan's wily daughters. The circle's broken and the chants dispelled. While everyone is bathed in brilliant rays, rejoicing in the wine of passing days, we're drawn to lights beyond the blue sky's shell. The rustling grass, the shimmer of the swamps. A lazy wind plays out a vain romp and carries the shade of Persephone to Pleiades, who gazes through the gust. Yet my spirit has a sad mistrust, crying as I contemplate antiquity.
All right, so I have discovered the way to bring her back. Let's see what's her favorite color. Turgor. No, wait, we're bringing her back. There she is. And we gotta do all of her hearts all over again. Very curious we can bring them back to life. All right, let's see if she's got anything new to say. Like, hey, thanks for saving me.
The Scorpio appeared in my chambers. He's trying to kill your garden.
What? Scorpio? Is that new? I think that might be like some big thing. We might have to go see the Scorpio. Let's go see the Scorpio. If we can find that. Holy shit. They're everywhere. Alright, well, good thing I had already drained this garden. Alright, let's see if she says anything for unlocking her first heart. And I can't skip, so I think she does. And after she's done swimming around, enjoying the fact that she's back here once more.
Hunger has taken almost all of the sisters. There are only 9 left, but they too are preparing for their deaths. With the brothers gone, there's nobody to keep color and take care of us.
She said this before.
I am the youngest of the surviving sisters.
Not anymore.
No sister was born after me.
Ollie.
That's why color forgot our void.
Alright, well, are we gonna start getting repeats? Okay, this is her second heart. I wonder if she's gonna say the same thing the last time she had her second heart unlocked. Or maybe she'll say something different, but hey, she'll probably say the same as the other sisters for number 3 and 4.
Now you look and act just like a brother. Their looks, habits, and the eyes. But your height, it doesn't matter. They can't see anyway. Just don't let them touch you, and they won't notice. Now, don't visit the elder sisters, and don't give them color. It's suicidal. Ava and Uta belong to the most brutal brothers.
Oh, I can only remember Ollie, Ire, Ava, and Yani's name is apparently. Okay, and now for her third heart. I think this is her third heart. I have not been paying attention. Why is she suddenly shed off all her chains? This is heart number 3.
Don't, my love. What would it help? I don't need anything from you. Don't worry about me. See, I'm together with the tree that grows above, and as long as it's alive, I'll be fine.
Look at that. All the others are like, yes, yes, please fill me up. Take me now. And she's like, no, no, stop, what are you doing? And now for heart number 4. Even though she already has the chains gone, I guess they didn't think she needed 4 layers of chains. Just 3. Or not having a brother. And she's gonna swim off into the darkness.
Thank you. With each drop, I feel like my will to live is returning. Yet this still isn't enough for a breakthrough.
Oh, really? Because this says otherwise. Well, it's time for breakthrough. Despite what she said. Let's see what emerald and gold makes for whatever that place is. Apartments. Gold and emerald apartments. Go.
We never heard again once we departed the sinner's prayers sound in discord. An earthly god's communion is reward from priests in temples never started. The dreams of madness change our Savior. We are as bees abandoned by the hive. Like the men of fallen Troy, we now strive, and flames predict the time of our failure. By breathing gusts, we're led in dissolution, long paths unfolding, roads we've never walked. We stroll in blindness as a herdless flock. Rolling thunder, earth and lightning fusion, exploding fires of doubt and disdain, our dreams meaning the world will never gain.
Okay. Whatever that means. Alright, so fortunately not gonna have her third and fourth hearts in the video. Actually, no, I could just cut it from the other video because I saved it. Anyway, never mind. But gonna do her hearts and her breakthrough in this video just for the sake of it being there. So it's all in one video. Alright, here we go. Third heart unlocked. Okay. I guess we just watch her.
Good idea. But what do we do now? I haven't seen my dear godsend for so long. She's suffering. She calls to me all the time from up there. I tapped on the glass, waved to her, but she can't see me. She won't be able to give birth if you don't give her a soul for the new life. A soul filled with color. All the color the sleeper has. But does this mean you have to give her your life? If so, please, don't do it.
What? 1,000. Damn, I am tempted to see what happens when we open a fourth heart. Let's do it. Alright, this is it. Heart number 4. What's gonna happen? Other than, apparently she's completely free. 4 hearts to remove their complete chains. And we get to watch this. She's free!
I fell in love with you the moment I first saw you. At first I wasn't ready, but now I see that I can't go on without you. But what's done can't be undone. If people like you live there, I think maybe everything should be left as it is. And if I don't ascend, then Godsend will return too. She'll wake up and return to her limit. For her, this whole place is a nightmare. I guess that's how it is. I don't want to become the reason for your suffering, or hers. You're both dear to me.
Okay. So,
She's silent, like you. She's concentrating, that's why. Don't worry. She'll have a lot to say up there on the surface. She's ready to give birth to the new life. But you're not ready. You must fill yourself with me to the brim, to bursting.
okay, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, wait. I'm not full. Up, up, and away. I don't remember if she said the same things as the other sisters for her third and fourth hearts, because I haven't rewatched that, but you'll know. Does she have pubic hair? Kind of looks like it. No, I don't think so. None of them have. They're all very...
The ones who saw the dreams and knew the names, who heard the grasses talking to each other, who learned the will of their ancient father and listened to the songs of tidal waves, the ones whose souls have been purified, the ones harnessed to the pain of challenge, who lit the mystic candles on the fringe, who became a pure shade of darkest nights, who didn't squeeze their grape to sinful glass and didn't seek the joys of earthly leisure, not in the priestess's dance nor in the pleasure, but who descended into hell's morass to meet their shadow at the very bottom. They don't expect hearts with love to blossom.
So I just discovered that there is an ending for Aya while I was doing the bad ending, which is where you just let time run out without doing anything. I went through the whole motion of doing her, opening her hearts, and then doing the breakthrough, and I wasn't even recording. Anyway, so we're gonna do that, see Aya's ending, and then see the ending of what happens when time runs out. Although I do wonder if things turn out differently, because all the brothers are dead, all the sisters are alive. If things would be different if all the brothers are alive and all the sisters are alive and time runs out, or all the brothers alive and all the sisters are dead and time runs out. As far as the walkthrough I looked at, it doesn't specify there's any difference when time runs out, but you know what, I'm gonna check. Anyway, let's watch Aya's ending, which is interesting. It's very clear, judging by the poem, that that's what the ending is gonna be like.
Have you discovered how to dispose of your last color? I don't think you understand a thing, Wanderer. So, listen up. If you're dumb, I'll teach you. The meaning of color is to turn mere existence into a life. That you already know. But only a sister is able to do that. Because we, born in the void, are the Creator's dreams of the future. One sister, filled with color, may give strength and glory to an entire nation. We are the ones who can change the world for many, not just for one. That's why one of us has to ascend to the upper limit, not you. Your place here is to convert color and present it to one of us. Choose wisely, murderer. Don't make a mistake.
After seeing her ending, I understand why she says don't make a mistake.
You're ready.
So in the game, there's references to another ending called Both. There's apparently a poem in the game files, but there's no way to activate it.
That didn't hurt, did it? It's not hard to feed someone with your blood.
And it's guessed that Both ending would be a sister and the doppelganger survive the process of breaking the limit. So the reason why I thought there wasn't an Aya ending was because she was nowhere to be found. It turns out she's just really easy to miss.
You set me free, guest? Thank you. Can you guess what kind of life I will give birth to from my color? Have you understood its nature yet? What will it be? A discovery? A carnival? A war? A new kind of man, or a new faith? Too bad you won't be able to see it. And now, help me ascend.
So, Ina, Ava, and her have the same voice actress.
She's
Alright, time to ascend. And it is not gonna be good. I mean, Amber and Crimson, I guess it makes sense. And her nature.
My spirit cries, entangled by the weeds. They grew from seeds nourished by blackness. Their poison stuns. They bind in shackles, like horrors sealed in the pyramids. But neither fireborn marble nor granite can make a frame immune to the power of the flows of ageless primal lava that runs through our veins and fills us with might. The tomb of suns, the urn of dead world's ash, the corpse of Moon and Saturn's lifeless flesh is set in mind and taken by the heart. In dying stars, life is born anew, but spirit's force is granted to a few who hold life's transcendent pains apart.
Yeah, this does not look good. Here we are at the Adit. And I guess we're gonna go alone. Go it alone. Do our own thing. See how that works out without a sister. We don't need no sisters. At least it's different.
Above the rippling surface waves has grown a solemn, rocky highland built of bricks, with chasms black and floods of crimson rocks, and boundaries woeful of the land unknown. I see the dreams so marvelously sad, the creeks of land so solid and encrusted, where wave and tide upon shores are busted, while singing by the mournful twilight's bed. And canvas in the dark plies a quiet course, trembling with an ancient, mystic force, the force of wind and raspy, breathless ripple. In ways of constant dare and righteous struggle, my boat is led along by shearing tumult, and skies are lit with starry, shining sparkle.
Well, at least it's on brand. So, interesting thing. The major colors that I've used the most have been violet and gold, because violet's at 21 points and gold is at 17 points. And those are the two colors that show up the most. I wonder, is there anyone who has gold and violet? Interestingly, the sister who has gold and violet as their colors is Ollie.
sisters have nothing to love you for either. You're only good for turning pure color into a horde of predators, for destroying limit after limit. You have no choice, you worm. You're doomed. Here's my advice. Get us out of here while I am still willing to. I left you with no choice, Spirit. Don't take offense. I can be deceitful. But as you can see, you're doomed. Everyone hates you. Everyone knows you're bringing death to the sleep. That's your nature. That's the biology of spirit. To convert color and destroy voids. What's the void for you? Only a place from which to ascend. Drain it to the last drop and create a new one above. You're listening to Gold. Of course, I haven't told you the whole truth. The soul the sleeper lost is you, guest.
Aha.
You should have descended into the nightmare. That's where you were going when the one who left you ceased living. And that's why the brothers were confused. You are too much like them. Dead, cold, and heartless. The sleeper is the one who let you go. The one who's trying to reclaim you. But now you have a chance to kill this void and ascend to the surface.
When you're the mightiest brother, your duty is to stay here and take responsibility. Responsibility for the canvas you've drawn with your own color, your own blood.
Well, holy shit. The soul of the sleeper emerges as the strongest brother. You know, I thought, definitely had to be the soul of the sleeper. There's some hints, but it makes sense. So I was trying to see if there was a way to finish the game, you know, let time run out without killing brothers. And no, it's not possible. You get challenged, they start killing sisters. There might be some at the end, but also big pain because you have your color running out very quickly and you still have to run around and collect color. Whereas when you have the last heart, the heart of breakthrough, color does not run out. So that's it. We got to see all the endings that are available. You know, I don't really know what to think about this game. I mean, I like it a lot. It is quite different. And the very beginning is really good because you start to get to know, like, the Nameless sister. And then after you unlock her chambers and you're able to move on, you get interactions with Uta and Ava, and you start to get to know them. But then the sisters after that, not really so much. You have interactions with Echo, and you have interactions with Aya and Ollie. A little bit more, but not as much as with those first three. And you get the interactions with the brothers, some more than others. And yeah, and there's it seems like a thing where the beginning of the game is really good, really strong, and then towards the end, you could tell they started to run out of time or funding. Had to finish things, cut things out. Fortunately, they had to cut out what would have made the game even more difficult, and it is already pretty difficult. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, in general, it's my favorite dating sim. So, I mean, it's more than a dating sim, but the only issue I really have with it, the endings. Like, I'm sure the poems, if I could see them and if there was subtitles at least, kind of reveals what each sister creates. I like something more definitive, something more obvious than that. Although I think I'm gonna have to go through and look at those poems again. Not look, but, you know, listen to those poems again to see what each sister creates. I mean, with Aya, it was pretty obvious, you know, the look of it, the very clear audio. But some of those others, it's especially when color speaks. The audio is so quiet. So yeah, next time, I haven't quite decided what game to play next. I'm lingering towards experience 112. It's really good.